Musically, is it going to be close to that? I mean, you guys are so you guys kind of have a place where your sounds sort of cross a little bit. I guess the Soto project, sort of the Soto project, kind of crosses with most of David's career, but most of your solo career doesn't. So, where musically can we expect this? Is it something that's going to be different for David than he's done before? Is it something that's going to be more in line with David's career that you're doing?
I look at it like this. When people come to me, they go, "Oh, dude, it's thrash and it's heavy." It's like, I'm already in the greatest thrash band in the history of the world, so I don't need to do thrash anywhere else, right? Right? I do that in Megadeth, right?
Right.
I play with the guy who invented the genre. You know what I mean? So to me, when I do other things, it's fun to expand. And I'm always writing. I bring certain things into Megadeth that I know are fitting, I think, of that style. There's a lot of stuff I write that's not, and I don't bring it there. And so this stuff that Jeff and Andy and I are working on is some of it's quite progressive, and we're able to go there because of the capabilities that we have. So there's definitely no lack of musicianship. I mean, you're going to notice, you're going to go, yeah, okay, these guys are playing it. They're serious. Yeah, they know what they're doing. So that's good. And I think, quite honestly, people would expect that. I mean, I know, like for Andy, who's a few years younger than me and Jeff, and being from Europe, is a pretty good barometer. That's a good temperature that we can gauge. And he even said, he goes, come on, Jeff, I am the Viking. Come on. Like, all of us in Europe, we just think, that's the die has been, just like people know me from P-Cells, but who's buying in Holy Wars, the die has been cast with Jeff, with the early days of Yngwie, of course, and now what he's been doing recently with Sons of Apollo and the solo stuff. So, I mean, I think, the fans, they want to see us in a certain sphere, but at the same time, we can take a few chances on a couple of things. In fact, the very first song I had Jeff sing on last year was actually a ballad. And which I think was great because I know Jeff can sing the hard stuff. Hell, I go out and I watch TSO every year just because Al and I were in Megadeth together. I'm such a fan of him. And then when I saw Jeff now is in TSO, I'm like, oh my God. I get to see all my friends being fucking rock stars for Christmas. It's great. And I love it. It's a great show. I love Paul O'Neill's work with what he did with that. But, so quite honestly, the first thing Jeff and I worked on was not, some shred, Vivaldi, neoclassical metal thing. It was not that at all. And I think that, for me, actually, quite honestly, got me really excited going, okay, there's a wide berth here of what we can do. And I think that's when we started throwing some ideas back and forth. It just got us all excited going, wow, this is pretty wide here. We're not limited to just being a one-trick pony.
No doubt.
Chris, I think to kind of elaborate what you were asking about what to expect. I mean, yeah, it's going to be heavy. It's got a lot of classic influence because that's, we come from that world, and we're not trying to reinvent the wheel. We're just trying to do our own version, our own color, our own shape of the wheel. So, and that's exactly what we're doing with this. It's going to have some great shred moments, going to have some great vocal melody and hooks moments. And it's going to, like I said, it's already going to be heavy, but I think we're also going to start being able to tap into other things just to kind of create our own little brand, our own little version of what we think would work best for each other. And that's one of the great things about collaborating with David. He's not saying it's got to be like this. If I send him something to this day, I mean, all the songs that we've done, I haven't gotten well, this is all right. I think it could be better with this. We pretty much hit it on the nail every time. And with everything, you got to, hey, I heard this, and I thought maybe if you want to do a harmony to that, or maybe remove this and add. That goes without saying. That's going to happen with anybody and everyone you collaborate with. But the overall structure of how we're working together, it works so easy and so well, but yet we're still inventing something that sounds like us.